Hi, AP people. We're going to look at a document today just to get us in the mindset of imperialism, right? And thinking about some of those really important period 6 and period 7 ideas. Okay? So the document we're looking at today is The White Man's Burden. This is a poem written by Rudyard Kipling. So you know him from the Jungle Book and all the sort of lighthearted childhood stories. He's also a really fairly influential and even politically minded poet operating in the late 1800s. So this poem is published in 1899, okay, and its current title, The White Man's Burden. Originally, it had the subtitle, The United States and the Philippine Islands. So that's going to give you a bit of a clue as to what he is writing about. As we're reading through this, I want you to think about ideas of imperialism, right, as America is gaining her overseas empire, and ideas of social Darwinism, because both of those things are really present in this piece. Okay, so let's dive right in here. Take up the white man's burden, send forth the best ye breed, go bind your sons to exile, to serve your captives' need. To wait in heavy harness, unfluttered folk and wild, your new caught sullen peoples, half devil and half child. Take up the white man's burden, in patience to abide, to veil the threat of terror, and check the show of pride. By open speech and simple, 100 times made plain, to seek another's profit, and work another's gain. Take up the white man's burden, the savage wars of peace, fill full the mouth of famine, and bid the sickness cease. And when your goal is nearest, the end for others sought, watch sloth and heathen folly, bring all your hopes to naught. Take up the white man's burden, no tawdry rule of kings, but toil of serf and sweeper, the tale of common things. The ports ye shall not enter, the roads ye shall not tread, go mark them with your living, and mark them with your dead. Take up the white man's burden, and reap his old reward, the blame of those ye better, the hate of those ye guard, the cry of hosts ye humor, slowly toward the light. Why brought he us from bondage, our loved Egyptian night? Take up the white man's burden, ye dare not stoop to less, nor call too loud on freedom to cloak your weariness. But all ye cry or whisper, by all ye leave or do, the silent, sullen peoples shall weigh your gods and you. Take up the white man's burden, have done with childish days, the lightly proffered laurel, the easy, ungrudged praise, comes now to search your manhood through all the thankless years, cold, edged with dear-bought wisdom, the judgment of your peers. Okay, so again, we hear in here shades of social Darwinism, calling Filipinos half devil and half child, with famine, experiencing sickness, right? And we also see those shades of imperialism, right, stepping in. And it's important to note that Kipling is British, right? So kind of the original empire builders, and he's speaking to, let's call them his American cousins, right, who are just now starting out on their empire building journey in the late 1800s. Okay, so that's today's document of the day. All right, see you guys later.